Greetings, fellow YouTuber. My name is Tim.
Excuse me. What's so funny? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Chris King was on the show last week. Yes, I remember. And he told you that joke. Why don't you refresh me? What joke would that be? The one about the guy from Nantucket. All right, that's enough. Go to your room. Go to your room. Go. Just go to your room. Just go. Go. Go on. Think about what you said, or what you didn't say, or what you were gonna say. Just go. Okay. Thanks, Chris. Greetings, fellow YouTuber. My name is Tim. Welcome once again to the often imitated, never duplicated GainerWorld live broadcast right here on YouTube. And the reason it's never duplicated is because, well, really, who would want to? Honestly. If you're new to our little soiree, please make it known that, we don't really do a whole lot on this show. This mainly is just a little get-together that we all do once a week, so we can just kind of let our hair down because of the corona and the COVID and the staying home and the social and the distancing and the schmutzing and the stuff. So, we all get together and we just have some fun. And we talk about lots of things. If you're new, come on into the chat room. Got lots of people in there. Amu City is in there this evening and has decided to lose his mind. Quite honestly, he started singing to himself. And wanted to do a Groove Armada and Fatboy Slim mix. And then, this is a reason she had to struggle and hustle her entire life and probably be working until she can't anymore. Gods, don't let that happen to me. I know I messed up the beginning last week, but when did this intro show up? It's not the coronas. I swear it's just allergies. Actually, it's a cold. We'll get into that in a minute. When did the intro show up? The intro's always been there. We've had that on the website, on the YouTube channel, and I just decided to bring that to the forefront so somebody could actually see it for a change. Let's see, Sister Judy representing the CO. Oh yeah, not a problem. She said, "Boy, hey, it's cold in Colorado. Hey, it's cold in Chicago. It is nuts. It is like 3 degrees outside. It hasn't gone above 20 degrees, I think, for the last 5 days, and it's not going to for the next 10. And Amu City is saying, I don't have hair. Lies. No, they're not lies. I have it in writing, good sir. It's on this screen right over here. That's right. Gotcha this time. If you are new, and I do know that there are people that are just kind of skulking in the background right now, don't be afraid. Come on into the chat room. We'd love to hear from you. We talk all the time. We have lots of fun. Everybody gets together. They discuss things. We kind of go crazy a little bit. And that's kind of the way it is. We enjoy doing this, and I enjoy doing it as well. So, we'll be doing this for the next hour. If I sound a little froggy, and if I sneeze and cough a little bit, it's only because I have this terrible cold. I have a head cold. Man, I hate this. I'm generally a healthy person, but when this side of your head just kind of feels like it just kind of drives me nuts. So anyway, Judy's saying, let's hope it warms up for somebody's birthday. Yeah, it's not. I'm just going to tell you right now, it's not. I really doubt it. They're calling for sub 20 degree temperatures for the next 10 days in the great city of Chicago. So there you go. I won't bite. Trust me on this one. Yeah, says Amu City. You seem to forget, sir. I know you. So that is all that. So anyway, all kinds of things going on this week that we hope to talk about with folks. One thing that I do want to let people know, Trippy Connection says, I'm here. Yes, you are, Trippy, and we're darn proud of you, son. Mighty proud of you indeed. So that's always a good thing. Appreciate you being here, and you came on a good night. We'll talk about that in a minute. But one of the things that I do want to let people know is if you're looking for some good music, and I strongly recommend it. After this show is over, I have it on good authority that one of the Hugs artists, the Queen herself, Megan Paulette, is going to be at 8 o'clock Central, be releasing a new single. It is a really cool cover of Guns N' Roses' Patience. Now picture that for a minute. Megan Paulette doing a cover of Patience. I've heard a snippet of it. I haven't heard the whole thing, but I've heard a snippet, and it is wild. Go check it out on her YouTube channel at 8 o'clock. That's Megan Paulette, 2 L's, 1 T. Megan Paulette Music. You'll be glad you did. Anyway, Chris King is saying, yo, toe. Chris King is saying 2. Okay. I think he's trying to say yo, but I'm going to take that as 2. And yeah, by the way, sir, thanks. Plopsy was almost going to do the Nantucket joke on the air. Thanks. It's on you, man. It's on you. I'm just saying. Some weird and wild stuff. Yes, sir. Yes, it is. Weird. It's weird stuff. Weird. Wild. So we'll take care of that. There's something going on in the Chicago area that I think people should know about. Now, as I just said, if I look on my little computer here, I realize that at this moment it is officially 12 degrees in the Chicago area. And if it's 12 degrees in the Chicago area, I say, what better night than to go get ice cream? Yes, it's true. The good folks at one of the greatest, and I do mean greatest, ice cream shops possibly in the world. I'm referring to the legendary, no, Amu City, it does not involve Andy Griffith and Floyd. But this is nice. Ooh, it's nice. I'm referring to the greatest ice cream shop in the world, Rainbow Cone. They have a winter special going on. If you're anywhere in the Chicago area, rush quick like a bunny to their original site at 92nd and Western or their new location at Navy Pier, because they have buy one, get one free rainbow cones all the way through Sunday. Remember, you heard it here first. Rainbow Cone, sponsor of the show, competitive rates. And Chris says, yes, I mean yo. Yeah, I kind of figured that, dude, you know. But it's okay. I understand. If you want to say 2, it's okay. It's your right. It's all right. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see. So Judy is talking to Chris and says, hey, Chris, fun fact, next Friday. Oh, I'm not going to read that on the air. Oh, little sister just wants to assassinate her big brother. Okay. What the heck? I'll go for it. It's the magic of live television, isn't it? Hey, Chris, fun fact. Next Friday is Tim's birthday. I cannot be there to celebrate. I leave the festivities to you. Trippy says, ooh, birthday party. Doubt it. Chris says driving. Okay, so you're driving and listening to the show at the same time. Both hands on the wheel, young man. We know what that leads to. So anyway, there's that. Okay, derailing it 9 minutes in. I love it. No problem there at all. So, the big news, I guess, this week, and I love talking about this, and Chris hates it when I talk about this, and I think Simon does too, if Simon was here. But the nominees This is a big week because the nominees, not the winners, but the nominees for this year's class for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was announced this week. Some great people, some people. No, I'm not doing this. You don't have to. It's okay. See, this is why. See, you see the microphone's here. Okay, the camera's here. You see. But yeah, the nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Some good people, some people. For example, Foo Fighters have been nominated, which I think is a great idea. Foo Fighters are a hell of a band. Tina Turner as a solo artist. No, Chris. No, Chris, not ABBA. Don't get me started on ABBA in the Hall of Fame. So Tina Turner as a solo artist. Yeah, definitely Tina Turner as a solo artist. She's already in already with Ike and Tina Turner, so why not give her a due? Iron Maiden is under consideration. Megan is in here. Girl, call me. You want to promote a single? Call me, girl. Excited to see the Foo Fighters on the ballot this year. Yeah, so am I, to be honest with you. Iron Maiden is on the list this year. One I'm not really, I just don't get this one. Jay-Z. Jay-Z's being nominated for the Hall of Fame. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head that that really constitutes him being there. I mean, yeah, why? It's like, I don't get it. Iron Maiden should be there already. I agree completely. Kate Bush, another person up for consideration, who I'm a huge fan of, and I think she deserves it because she was very big in the progressive movement. Mary J. Blige. Yeah, he did. You know what, Trippy, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Jay-Z did do that mashup with Linkin Park. Okay, I'll give you that. And that was a good album. That was a really good album. Mary J. Blige. I don't know about Mary J. Blige. But yeah. Devo. Devo's on the list of nominations for this year, which I think they have been before. The Go-Go's are definitely up for consideration. I think they're okay. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. She's already in with Rufus. But, I don't know. Her solo stuff? Yeah, maybe. She had a couple of decent hits. Carole King. Who is already in as a songwriter. Her work with Jerry Goffin, obviously. But now they want to put her in as a solo artist. The great Fela Kuti. I'm leaning towards this one. A lot of people go, yeah, but he's Afrobeat. Yeah, I know, I get it. But he has influenced so many people. I can think of two right off the top of my head, Brian Eno and Peter Gabriel. Don't tell me they don't belong in the hall. Another one, and this is, I gotta go with this one. And this is the 6th time he's been nominated. LL Cool J. And a lot of people might not agree with that, but I mean, stop and think about it. Mama Say Knock You Out and Going Back to Cali alone justifies his stuff. And DJ Zath has been there from the beginning. He has been hiding. Our pal, DJ Zath, which tells me right off the top that we are being broadcast on the often imitated, never duplicated Warp Radio Network, warp-radio.tv, or go to the DJ Zath channel on YouTube on this very piece of bandwidth if you want to see a simulcast of the show. Judy says, love the J. Yeah, did he threaten to knock them out? He did. He did threaten to knock them out. No, actually, he didn't threaten them. His mama threatened him. Mama Say Knock You Out. See? That's big difference. Big difference in the social ladder. The New York Dolls. how can you not have the New York Dolls in there, really? I mean, David Johansen alone, just being in that band, justifies that. Plus, if it wasn't for them, there wouldn't be a lot of the new wave and glam rock that goes around. You got that. Rage Against the Machine should be in there. Love that band. Love that band completely. And then Todd Rundgren, who I think has been nominated before, I want to say, and Dionne Warwick. There's an idea. I can agree with the New York Dolls and Todd Rundgren. Yeah, so can I. Not a fan of them, but I do agree. Yeah, I mean, they were big. The New York Dolls, for that little time that they were together, were very influential. Not the coronas, not the COVID, just a cold. It's okay. Dionne Warwick is sadly overdue. Dionne Warwick is sadly overdue, and I really wish that they would give it to her. It's about time. Yeah, definitely not a fan of Rage. No, talking about Rage. Yeah, no, Rage you got to have in there. You got to have Rage in there. They did such great stuff. Couple of bands, and I want to get into like two discussions here. Two bands that were like in the final running this year and were totally snubbed this year. One is the Dave Matthews Band, if you can believe that. And then the other is Pat Benatar. They were in the final running last year and never made it, obviously. And they were totally snubbed this year. I don't understand the logic behind that, quite frankly. But then again, I don't understand the logic of a lot of the Hall these days. Dionne Warwick should have been put in there a long time ago because that's what friends are for. When that's right. That is right, ABC. So you bring a message to Michael on your way to San Jose and let people know what's going on, okay? See what I did there? Yeah, you see? No, Pat Benatar should be in there. Okay, I have a list, and this list is growing by the day. And if you can think of, absolutely Pat should be in there. Oh, yeah, without question. I have a growing list of people that have been snubbed completely by the Rock Hall that should totally be in there. And I really want to hear what everybody's reaction is. Obviously, you've got a band that you think should be in there. But I have a long list. For example, why is Motley Crue not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Aren't they the purveyors, the pioneers of the whole glam rock in the 80s thing? If it wasn't for them, there wouldn't have been, Poison. There wouldn't have been, the London Choir Boys. Why? Because they are they were the ones that kicked that whole thing off in the 80s. I'm not saying that their music was great. I can count on one hand the number of Motley Crue songs that I like. But they were influential in their way. Why isn't Bad Company in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? One of the real supergroups of the 70s. You had guys from Mott the Hoople, King Crimson, If, and they hit after hit after hit after hit. Great band. Terrific band. One that I know a few people in the chat room will agree with. Why isn't Ronnie James Dio in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? It's like, what, really, Ronnie? Really? Just his work, his work with Black Sabbath, and if you want to know what metal music is, if you want to know what heavy metal is, go find a copy of Holy Diver, put it on, and turn it up. That'll explain everything to you. Ronnie was a legend. Absolutely. Understatement. That's absolutely. He should totally be in there. Bad Company for sure. Trip, you say, not sure if this is true or not, but if not for the first, if not only they managed to get ownership of all their music. Well, yeah, there's that too. Why isn't Slayer in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Really? I mean, one of the heaviest of metal bands, one of the great speed metal bands. Not the Kill Switch, not the Kill Switch Engage cover. Yeah, no, I understand that. So Slayer should totally be in there. Because Slayer sucks. No, they don't suck. They were one of the great speed metal bands. They should totally deserve to be in there. Why isn't, and I'm going to say this till my dying day, only because they're one of my all-time favorite bands, why isn't King Crimson in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Don't tell me their first album didn't justify that. Don't tell me Lark's Tongues and Aspic doesn't justify that. Red, an album that was playing in Kurt Cobain's guest room when they found his brains splattered all over the wall. Really, you guys? You know? Trippy comes up with a great example. Why isn't Dream Theater? Dream Theater, one of the great progressive metal bands. And I think we've talked about this before, but I want to say they've been around for 25 years because that's part of the criteria, that it has to be 25 years after the release of their first album. I like the intro to Kill Switch Engage's My Curse. Great chord progression. That, yeah, I can't argue that one. That's for sure. Why isn't the Guess Who in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Trippy says they've been around for 40. Well, there you go then. Then definitely Dream Theater should be up in there. Why isn't the Guess Who? Really? Randy Bachman? You know, Cassie or legendary band, absolutely. Why isn't Emerson, Lake and Palmer in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Really? Tarkus, Lucky Man, Still You Turn Me On, From the Beginning? They were one of the great supergroups of the 70s. They were one of the big arena bands of the 70s. And everybody was looking up to them. Yes was looking up to them. Everybody. Judas Priest. Where is Judas Priest? Why aren't they in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Come on. I was talking with Keith, and we agreed Dream Theater were one of the first really heavy metal prog bands out there. That's true. Well, no, I can't say that. I can't say that they were one of the first heavy prog bands. Okay, if you take into consideration what King Crimson was doing from after like 1975, and Dream Theater has always said that they were an influence. So to that end, I want to say that they were very influential in terms of progressive metal. I will say that. But in terms of prog itself and the turn that music took in '69 after the release of In the Court of the Crimson King, I'm sorry. Crim wins every time. Yeah, but KC still aren't that heavy. Dude, go back and listen to Red. Go back and listen to Circus. Or Lizard, rather. Go back and listen to, Lark's Tongues and Aspect. Go back and listen to Thrack. Seriously, there's some heavy-duty stuff on there. Even their last album, The Power to Believe, had some devastating music on that. Another band that should be in there. Another artist that should be in there. Where's Ozzy? Now, I know everybody's got to agree with me. Ozzy Osbourne, why isn't he in? Yes, I know he's in for Black Sabbath, but what about his solo stuff? You know? So, I have and I found the I have and I found the reasons why Cobain went bye-bye. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Ozzy should definitely be in there. Without question, he should be in there. The Smiths. One of the great emo. If it wasn't for the Smiths, would there be emo music? I ask you. I don't think so. Morrissey alone, And then finally, my rounding out my list, and again, another band that everybody's gonna agree with. Why isn't Motorhead in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Now, I will openly admit that in my state of thinking, that with Motorhead, their catalog is Ace of Spades and everything not Ace of Spades. But they had a couple of great songs on top of it. I mean, Suicide, the great cover of Louie Louie. They had some really because of that big ass mole. Oh, come on, give Lemmy some love, man. Give Lemmy some love. He couldn't help the mole. We don't need more emo music. Yes, there would be, due to the Cure and Joy Division. Is Pearl Jam in there? Yes, I believe Pearl Jam is. I should have a list. I should find a list of people that are in. And I think Pearl Jam is in there. I'm pretty sure they are. But yeah, no, the Cure and Joy Division, yeah, I can see that. But the Smiths, they were just such an influence, dude. They were just such an... You listen to the Smiths and you started reaching for the bleach. Let's call it what it is. So yeah, they did an all right cover of Sympathy for the Devil. Yeah, they were all right. You had to love their cover of Louie Louie. I'm just saying. Is Radiohead? I don't think so. I think they were nominated at one point. Yeah, they were nominated, but they never got in. Were the Sex Pistols? No, and they never will be, because they have come right out. John Lydon and the other surviving members have come out and said that it will be cold as hell in hell before they ever accept a placement in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They have called it sacrilege. They have called it anticlimactic, and they're just not into it. So, yeah, don't ever see that. Amy City said, yes, Radiohead was in 2019. Thank you. Thank you very much, Amy City. I kind of had a feeling they were. I don't know. I knew that they were. I knew they were nominated. I didn't know that they had gotten in, or if I had, I just kind of forgot. So tell me what you think. And, tell me in the chat room. If you're watching the replay, tell me down in the comments down below. Who do you think should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that isn't? Do you agree with this list? Some I agree with, some I don't. I got to tell you honestly. But also, the Sex Pistols were in 2006. Okay. I should believe you. Well, it kind of is really. Yeah. Okay. But be that as it may, yeah, if you've got, somebody, Frank Zappa. Yeah, why isn't beautiful, Megan, thank you. Why isn't Frank Zappa in the Hall of Fame? Why isn't the Mothers of Invention in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? For that matter, when you're passing up the opportunities, when you're passing up the opportunities to have amazing bands, instead they pick effing Jay-Z of all people. Who is the next Justin Bieber? Yeah, no, it's starting to kind of go that way. And, but I understand, everybody says that rap and hip hop are the natural extensions of rock and roll. And in some cases believe that. And there has been, attempted mergings in the past, but, he isn't. No, Frank is not in. I don't think so. Zappa. Zappa. See, thank you. Amy City. Amy City's got my back tonight. I really appreciate it. Because like I said, I had the list. I don't have the list, but I wish I did. Zappa is in. He was inducted by Lou Reed in 1995. So there you go. Next year it's going to be Susan Boyle. Oh, yeah. She'll be right up there with Andrew Yang. It'll be wonderful. Oh, man. Trippy, I'm sorry, man, but you're right about that. Yep, inducted by William Hung. There you go. Inducted by William Hung. Yeah. But, it's getting to that. And we're running out of people. Don't forget, too, if you don't agree with this or if there's somebody that you want to see, if you go to rockhall.com, you actually can vote for an artist. You can do it until April 30th. And then what happens is the top 5 artists comprises of one fan ballot. And they will put those 5 artists, or take the 5, they'll take those 5 artists, they'll pick the most popular one, and they'll put that in as a fan ballot. The final list is supposed to be announced in May, and the ceremony is TBD. Over the summer, what about Marilyn Manson? That's an interesting question. No, he's well over 25 years. You're absolutely right about that. And yeah, but when you stop and think about it, okay, and this is nothing against Marilyn. I love some of his stuff. I really do. You know, The Dope Show, his cover of Personal Jesus, Sweet Dreams. You know, I love his stuff. I love his early stuff. Antichrist Superstar was a hell of an album. I will openly admit that. But Marilyn Manson's under a lot of fire right now, I thought. He is. A lot of his ex-girlfriends are calling him out for sexual abuse. But again, I go back to this, and I've said this before. I'm going to say it again, and I know I'm going to get flack for this. When you stop and think about people like Marilyn Manson, and when you stop and think about people like, and yes, I'm going to call them all out, Jerry Lee Lewis or Michael Jackson, or anybody else that might have had a spotted personal past, this doesn't take away from the fact that they are, in fact, really, really talented people. Oh, wait, we have somebody decided to interrupt us during our little soiree. And of course, I refer to the man of the hour, the man that actually told Plopsy dirty jokes last week, our own Chris, DJ OPM King. What up, bro?
I did not tell Plopsy dirty jokes.
Yes, you did.
Plopsy told me dirty jokes.
That wouldn't surprise me at this point.
There are things that you don't know about Plopsy that you really should be aware of. What kind of caretaker are you? Seriously.
Hey, I'm not I gotta sleep sometime, okay? I'm just saying.
Whatever.
Yeah. So what's up?
Not much, man. So I wanted to discuss that nasty little B word that you don't like to discuss.
Oh, man. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here it comes.
Yeah, had to go ahead and do that.
Yeah. So.
And speaking of said things,
thanks.
Yeah, I'm trying very hard not to say the word itself.
Please don't.
In speaking of said things,
See,
I did a thing.
At this stage of the game, it just becomes like, it's just you just kind of cringe,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I did a thing.
You did.
God.
God. What?
And in speaking to the viewers, have you ever wanted to see a grown man cry?
Oh, God. Judy's in the chat going, thanks, Chris.
Hey, not a problem. Judy, you know I got you. It's all good.
I come onto my own and my own turn against me. What the hell?
So here's the thing. I did a thing.
Okay.
I'm not going to say what. Tim kind of knows already what it is, but you out there in viewership land don't know what it is.
This is true.
But I got Tim a gift.
Oh,
now,
okay.
It is just fortunate that the gift happens to coincide with the timing of the dates around his particular special date.
This was just a coincidence, is what you're saying.
It is.
Gotcha.
It is.
Of course it is.
I know what it is, because I didn't know when the anniversary of your 21st circuit around the sun happened to be.
Okay.
See how I worked around that?
That was beautiful. The wording was just spot on. I'm so proud of you.
Right,
Hooked on Phonics works for you. I get it.
Yep. So the thing that I did, the gift that I got to commemorate the anniversary of his 21st circuit around the sun. it is not something that he would ever expect. I'll put it like that. Like, he knows what I'm getting, but he doesn't know what I'm getting.
Oh my God! All right, now I'm scared. No, I'm powerful scared.
And I'll just put it like this:
He's arranged. The Trippy says he's arranged a COVID test for you.
It's not one of the major brands that you would expect. I'll put it like that.
All right, so instead of Coke, I'm getting Pepsi. What?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, got it.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, you're not even getting Pepsi.
Oh, great! I'm getting Jolt. Got it.
You're getting an artisan Italian soda, cola flavored.
You're spending time on Wish again, aren't you?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Sure? You sure? You sure you're not just kind of peeking into Alibaba, going, "Huh? I see they've gotten into food." Got it.
No. This is a reputable Chinese company.
Okay. Elizabeth, yeah, dig it. Elizabeth Jacket just jumped on and asked, "Will Chris be there next week for the B Day?"
Hey, it's not a B Day. First of all,
it's not a B Day. It's D Day.
It's not a B Day because that's the thing that cleans your butt after you poop. It is. You want to marry us, homeboy? It is the anniversary. Say it with me, y'all. It is the anniversary of his 21st circuit around the sun.
21st circuit around the sun. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Oh, Amu said he says it's not Coke, it's not Pepsi, it's Faygo.
No, it's not Faygo.
Okay.
It's actually much better than Faygo.
I don't know, man. Faygo's pretty good.
You know.
I kind of like Faygo. If I go on vacation or something, I gotta drink Faygo, and especially like the fruit punch. Gotta love it. Just saying.
I know, right?
You know, gotta love it.
But yeah, that's
okay.
That's so. I got when I ordered it. I got notification that due to Chinese New Year, they weren't shipping anything until the 18th.
Okay.
So sometime between the 20th and the 28th is when it should arrive.
Okay.
And when it does, I'll bring it over.
Okay.
And you can unbox it on the show.
Okay. Well, I can either unbox it on the show or he got you a cat soup. What? He got you a cat soup? I have no idea what you're talking about, Trippy. I'm sorry about that.
I did not get him a cat suit because there's something
you
cat
cannot
suit.
Unsee. Okay, yeah, no. No. We're not going there. We're not going there.
Yeah. There's some things you can't unsee, bro.
Yeah, dig it. You know, I wouldn't want to see me like that. Okay.
And I definitely don't want to see you like that.
No. Judy says, by the way, did you go to the post office and get your present from me? No, I have a certain day that I'm going to go there for sure. Probably going to be the 18th because, you know, that's just how I roll. But anyway.
So I'm just calling in because Judy mentioned that day.
Yeah, thanks.
And it just happens to, what I purchased happens to coincide with that day coincidentally.
Oh, man.
And I figured that I would go ahead and say something about it.
Thanks so much.
Hey, dude. Let's put it like this. When you receive this, I'm going to be your best friend forever.
Oh, you're my best friend forever now, Chris.
No, the reason I say that, okay, so you know how every once in a while you'll be perusing through something, like you'll go through a store or you'll hit the mall or you'll be looking online and you'll see something and all of a sudden the person that would fit that perfectly pops into your head. Like for me, if you saw like a brand new 4-track recorder and you knew that I was getting into into
multi-track,
like,
right.
And it was like a standalone or whatever and you'd be like, oh my God, that's perfect for Chris.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you.
That's what happened when I saw this. I was like, oh shit, Tim will flip his wig.
This could be any, knowing you, man, this could be any number of things. You know, it's like, tell Chris I can get him a full case of Curly Whirlies for 21 quid.
Oh, that is awesome.
There you go.
Simon, you have got the money plus shipping. I will definitely send it to you plus a little bit extra just for your time.
Just because.
Just because. Oh my God, dude, that was so rock.
Okay, so now we're into the smuggling food business. Oh my God, Curly, yeah, it's 60 bars.
Oh God, that is so awesome. That'll last me for the rest of the year.
That will last you for the rest of your natural days, I think. No, not really, because it is Curly Whirlies. So yeah, you know, I see you lasting through maybe mid-March. I'm just saying.
Oh my God, that is so awesome.
That is wild.
Dude, thank you so much. That would be perfect.
I hear you. Where are you, by the way?
On a little bit of a downturn in news, so to speak.
Okay.
So today is my best friend's birthday.
Okay.
He actually passed away 2 years ago.
Oh, that's right. Oh, dude, yeah, that's right. I do remember Beryl, yeah.
So I went and I had to get out of the house, and I checked into the loft around the corner from my place.
Oh, right on.
Nice hotel.
Okay, groovy.
Good appointments and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm chilling here for the night because I just don't feel like being bothered with
Groovy.
nobody.
No, I don't hear you. I hear you. No, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. So
cool.
You know, happy birthday to my bro.
Yep. Rock on.
You know, I'm having some Chinese food because we used to posse up and we used to go down to Three Happiness in Chinatown. Little hole in the wall joint, very traditional Chinese food.
Okay.
Like it is the bomb, but they're so tiny that I know that they're not seating anybody right now.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those places where if you turn around too fast, you've basically knocked stuff off of somebody else's table. And there's only like 8 tables in the place.
Yeah, by sheer coincidence, last night I went out and I was able to actually sit in my first restaurant that I've sat in since last March. Mm-hmm. I actually went to Burrito Station.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you found a seat?
Yeah.
Holy
crap.
No,
the place was completely empty.
Wow.
That was the goofy. Well, I mean, you know, with the weather and everything like that. But yeah, no.
Even so, I'm surprised.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it was a good time. Elizabeth says she's been there. It's a cool place. Yes, it is. Very cool place. And I appreciate whoever turned me onto that. So, but be that as it may. So yeah, no, the fact that you can sit down in a restaurant, that's, you know, whoever thought we'd talk about this. Boy, is it fun to eat out. So yeah.
Yeah, and we're not talking about the kind that, you know, would get you censored.
Hello, come on now. It's a family show, Chris, for God's sake.
What?
Whatever. Come on, we got...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't. I understand.
I have no idea of what you speak, sir.
Tell Chris to message me his address on Facebook. I'll send them over as soon as I get them.
Not a problem. I will do exactly that.
Okay.
You're the man.
I'll order them next week if I can. I'm beginning to think that I'm like this accessory to this food smuggling plot that's going on, and I'm doing this live on the air.
There is no food smuggling plot. Curly Whirlies are not restricted imports from overseas. Therefore, I can easily get them if someone is willing to ship them to me.
I see. Okay.
And I see that Simon is willing to ship them to me.
Well, you know, okay. Now I feel better because he says we'll cut you in. So yeah. You'd better. I better get a couple out this deal. Come on.
Dude, there's gonna be 60 of them. What do you think I'm gonna do with my diabetic self? Come on, really?
Yeah. Why? Come on. 60 Curly Whirlies. What is your diabetic self gonna do with these things? Come on. Oh my God. Anyway, So yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well then, I guess I will be looking forward to, and you can bring Plopsy to the UK. Mans wants a snuggle. Okay, now this really scares me because Simon is talking about snuggling with Plopsy. This can only lead to no good.
Hey, as long as Plopsy gives consent, I don't see a problem.
Well, then I want a blood test before this happens. Okay, I'm just saying out loud. Tell Chris thanks for having my back and taking care of my bro. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. This is taking care of your bro, really?
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely.
Is that a curly whirly in your pocket? You happy to see me? All right, that's it. That's the line right there, kids. We got to draw it right here.
Maybe it's one, maybe it's the other, maybe it's both.
You never know.
You ever think about that?
And maybe it's a curly and a whirly. Oh man. But at any rate, so yeah, let's get rid of that. They are long bars. Stop it. All right. Well, if that's the case, then sir, I will let you return to your Chinese.
All right.
I appreciate it, and yeah, we will be looking forward to that. Yeah, if you can make it in next week, that's always a good time.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure to get those so that I can be the purveyor of 12 inches of delicious chocolate, if you know what I'm saying.
You're talking about the candy, right?
Yeah,
of course you are. A bit of good, I think. Okay, no problem. All right, bro.
All right, Timmy.
All right,
Finish out the show, bro, and I'll talk to you later.
All right, sounds good. We'll see you, buddy.
Bye, man.
Later. Chris King, ladies and gentlemen, one of the world's best house DJs and one of my best friends. Ain't he already that? Yes, he is. He's one of those. Let's do this real quick. As long as we're talking about music and fun stuff and all kinds of neat things, and people are interrupting me while I'm picking up my guitar. Okay, now you're going too far here. Let's see what this is all about. It's nothing. Spam. I'm not talking about the food. So anyway, again, as soon as this show is over, as soon as the show is over, please go over to Megan Paulette's channel. 1 L or 2 L's, 1 T. Two L's, 1 T, and listen to her new single, which is absolutely phenomenal. It is a cover of Guns N' Roses' Patience. Hello. Pardon me, folks, for just a moment. We are performing the ancient Chinese ritual of Tu Ning. And a tip to you young guitarists out there, always do this before the show. Time to change the strings. There we go. What are you trying? Alternate tuning? No, I'm not doing alternate tuning. Leave me alone. Do the latest single. It's another Friday night, and she watches the screen flash again. Right click, left click, anything to do the trick to find a transoceanic friend. She says, hello, my baby, tell me what it is you're doing tonight. He says, anything, darling, as long as it makes you feel right. She's got her love on the line, and she knows it's just a question of time till she's safe in the arms of this unknown Romeo. Don't you know she can almost see his face in her pseudo space as they both attempt connections that only they can know. As the dim lighting flickers, they're in their private Shangri-La. To her heart he starts to whisper about how he's gonna kiss her in his secret life there from afar. She can feel her heart racing as he says, babe, it's just a question of time till the distance falls between us and the day comes that you're finally mine. She's got her love on the line, and she knows it's just a question of time till she's safe in the arms of this unknown Romeo. Don't you know she can almost see his face in her pseudo space as they both attempt connections that only they can know. Well, the plans are made and the weeks melt away till she's standing there at gate number 2. She sees him emerge and the theories are purged. It's like watching a nightmare play through. You didn't tell me your hair was so gray, he says. Baby, I didn't know you were so. You could cut the disappointment with a knife. The moral of the story, you know, don't put your love on the line. You know it's only nickel and dime, and there's some things that are out there that aren't quite what they seem. You know what I mean? Don't put your love on the line, 'cause for the sake of $24.99, there's a whole world out there that's not just on that screen. Don't put love on the line, love on the line, love on the line. Don't put it. There you have it. There you have it. All out of tune and unprepared and ready to go. Well, thank you everybody for the support on that one. And speaking of support and singles and all kinds of neat things, please, please, please go check out Megan's new single, Patience. It's really good. I didn't know the lyrics were so profound. Oh yes, there's an amplitude of profundity in that song. Notice the big words. Same as the ugly lights in the club. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. There's no really legitimate reason, pardon me, for any of those. So anyway, thanks to everybody that's been watching tonight and have been putting up with all of this in the chat room. We got one last chance. Come on in the chat room. We'd love to hear from you. Just pop in, say hi. Because, well, let's face it, that's the kind of people we are. PG-13 Tim. Yes, that's right. Hey, ho, ho, no one said anything. Okay, stop it. Just stop it. I've got people in the chat room trying to stir things up. Tain't right, I tell you. But at any rate, one sad piece of music news that happened this week, unfortunately, the fact that we lost Mary Wilson, one of the co-founder of the Supremes, Diana Ross and the Supremes. Baby Love. Stop in the name of love. Love child. Someday we'll be together. All that stuff. Yeah, she was, and she was also a very outspoken advocate for a lot of musicians and musicians' rights and protections and things like that. Unfortunately, lost her. Yeah, age 78. Turned out it was heart failure, which is kind of a drag. And also, yesterday, that is true. Yes, everybody's reminding me. I had not forgotten. We lost the great Chick Corea just yesterday, the age of 78. I listened to a couple of the albums from Return to Forever. I mean, I knew who he was. I love the stuff that he did with Herbie Hancock. If you've ever heard any of the stuff that he did together with Herbie Hancock, it's just, good Lord. Just an amazing combination of people. Oh, wait a minute. Come on now. Okay, our good pal Simon, I think Amy is going into labor? Whoa, buddy. Yeah. Oh, buddy. Why are you in a chat room? If I were you, I'd be warming up the car. Okay, I'm just saying. So yeah, no, and Megan, true, that is true. Yeah, the stuff that Chick Corea and Herbie Hancock did was magnificent. Of course, his work with Return to Forever, which was just, he really was. Chick and Herbie were awesome. Yes, they were just amazing together, and he was one of the great innovators. One of the people that helped bring fusion into the light, or modern day fusion. So yeah, I'm really sorry to hear about that. And got to see them in Pittsburgh a few years ago. Ooh, nice. I would have done. Now, see, that's a show I would have dug seeing. That. Loved him. What an amazing artist. Yes, see the accolades just pouring in. He was terrific. He really was. I loved his stuff. So, very sad loss. And hopefully 2021 is not going to end up like a lot of people remember 2016. So there's that. A lot of stuff going on. Hopefully this year will be better because we got some big things on the horizon. Great to get Stone 2 back in the day. That's a personal thing, Some people were going with Chick Corea. Me, I was going with the Allman Brothers and Can. What are you going to do? Which is another band that should be in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I don't care what you tell me. Can was a hell of a band. Who's next? Joe Sample. Oh, come on. All right, gotta go. No, you go, Simon. Good luck to you, buddy. Okay, God bless you. It looks like his wife, Amy, is about to give birth. God love you. That's a big thing. We have a good night. Peace, my brother. Megan saying big things. Yes, very big things that we cannot talk about right now. But if all goes well and science and the gods are kind, there's going to be major happenings coming up in the fall. Not the coronas. Not the thing. It's just a cold. Okay. So yes, on that note, and before things just get completely out of hand, we'll go ahead and we'll wrap this all up. Again, go to Megan's YouTube channel, 2 L's, 1 T, Megan Paulette Music. Check out her new single, Patience. It is magnificent, and we'll all be rooting for you. In the meantime, have a good one. Thank you very much. Simon, good luck. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Like, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff on here. Again, we're getting closer to Tim's personal plateau of 100 subscribers. Why? Because, well, let's face it, we can. That gift will help with the surprise in the fall. Oh, there's a hint. There's a hint if ever there was one. Okay. All right, we'll see what happens. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. I ask you please to like, subscribe, hit the notification, do all that YouTube stuff. In other words, hey, you know what to do. And we will see you next week. Take care. Peace out.